Right, hi guys, hopefully you can see us in the corner of the screen here. So we're in the middle of December, so I'm taking advantage of not working to do some videos. So this video, I've got 4 jobs, I think. Yeah, 4 jobs that I've used the Cobra mower. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about it, just while you can watch something a bit more interesting than me talking on the screen. I've used this mower for the full year, so I've been using it for 1 year. Prior to this, I used a crappy push mower, which got us going, as you'll probably know the stories before, so I don't want to go over it. So this was my first year using push self-propelled mower, and needless to say, it's 10 times better than a push mower. So I'm going to talk about the plus points, and I'm going to talk about a few things that I think could be better and probably would be better on a more expensive machine. Now it's worth pointing out that I paid, I think it was £360, that was with a Briggs & Stratton engine. So first plus point, it's never failed on us. And obviously, as you can appreciate, it's been hammered. So that's multiple times every day, long grass, wet grass, it's been hammered, and it's always started first time. Another plus point, which I think a lot of guys kind of complain about, I think, is having to fold it down every time when you put it in the back of the van. I've got a Peugeot partner, it's the short wheelbase, so it's not even the long wheelbase, and this fits in every time, and I don't have to keep folding it down. If you did want to fold it down, which I do to store it overnight, it's got some nice little, you don't screw it, you just kind of clip it, and it folds down and then clip it back, kind of like that. It's not very useful for you, is it? You don't have to be taking it just to like twist any dial, like, you know, knobs off, or that kind of thing. What an explanation. Yeah, so that's a plus point as well, so you don't have to mess about like continually taking it down. The grass box is quite big, it's adequate. I'm not sure of the size offhand, but it's, you know, no issues with that. There's a few little downsides, I would say. So obviously this is the first time I'm using a mower of this kind, but I would say when it's wet, it doesn't, it picks up the grass fine, but it doesn't always, especially if the grass is a little bit longer, you know, suck it out of the back of the bag. It kind of stays to the edge in the middle, so you have to change it a lot more often, which probably will be the case anyway, but it can clog a little bit sometimes underneath, so you have to sometimes, like, you know, manually with your hand just kind of get rid of it, which is a bit of a pain, but it's not a major issue because it doesn't do it every time. And on some lawns, when it is a bit longer, or when it is, as I say, a bit wet, you would like it just to have a little bit more power. So, you know, something like the Honda Izzy, which everyone keeps bringing up and mentioning, that would have a bit more power and cut through it with a bit more ease. That being said, this isn't terrible by any means, but I would like something with a bit more power, and I think my next mower, maybe not this year coming, maybe the following year, I want to get another year out of this. Then before it becomes me spare, then I'll probably get something like a Honda Izzy and just give it a try and you know, see what I think. Yeah, so if you've got any questions about this, do feel free to pop them in the comments below. I get a lot of emails from people who are just starting up or who are thinking about starting up, and they ask us about gear and equipment and all that kind of thing. So yeah, if you want any kind of information or your questions answering, just do let me know in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've got a lot of videos, so you can check them out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.